Hello there you guys, welcome to one of my videos. Fabrizio Romano has confirmed that Tyrell Malica to Manchester United is a done deal. Tyrell Malica has agreed personal terms with Manchester United. Manchester United will pay an initial 15 million euros, could rise to 17 million euros. Tyrell Malica has agreed a 5-year contract, so he will become the first signing this summer and the first signing of the Erik ten Hag era. Tyrell Malica is at Feyenoord. He's been at Feyenoord for a long time. He's been with them for around 14 years. He joined Feyenoord's academy back in 2008 and he broke into their senior squad back in 2017. He is a left back, so you can say that Tyrell Malica is the replacement for Alex Telles, because I reckon that Telles is on his way out of the club. Now, I want to give you some news on Lisandro Martinez. So, according to Samuel Luckhurst from the Manchester Evening News, Man United have made a 37 million offer for Lisandro Martinez. Man United have moved ahead of Arsenal in the pursuit of Lisandro Martinez. So Man United are in pole position to sign him. Well, Lisandro Martinez is hopeful of a move to Manchester United. Arsenal have made 3 attempts to get him. Ajax have rejected like 2 offers from Arsenal. Lisandro Martinez can play as a defender and a midfielder. Now, you know the news on Frankie Dion. Frankie Dion is open to joining Manchester United after a fee was agreed. He said a fee of around 56.2 million was agreed. Plus there was add-ons. But Frankie Dion actually told Man United not so long ago that he does not want to leave Barcelona. Man United actually expected to complete a transfer for Frankie Dion earlier on this week. Don't forget, Barcelona wanted Harry Maguire as part of the Frankie Dion deal, but Man United rejected Barcelona's offer. Frankie Dion will address our deficiencies in that midfield. You know, he's a versatile midfielder. De Jong is at Barcelona. He's been at Barcelona since 2019. So he's been at Barcelona for around 3 years. He's got a contract with Barcelona till 2026. Barcelona did get him from Ajax. They got him for around £65 million. In general, there is a lot of players that Erik ten Hag wants to recommend to the club. Ten Hag's transfer budget has already been revealed. I think he's been given around £100 million to spend this summer. But Ten Hag will generate money because obviously he's going to get rid of a lot of players. Erik Ten Hag is aware that he's got a massive task ahead of him, and he's also aware that he's got to exceed expectations, because if he doesn't exceed expectations, there's a very good chance he will get sacked. I've got a lot of faith in Ten Hag. He's a very good manager. You've got to admire what he did at Ajax, because at Ajax he won Eredivisie titles, he won Dutch Cups, revert back to 2019, got Ajax to the Champions League semi-finals. And he developed the young players well. Ten Hag was the Ajax manager for around 5 years. Before, Ten Hag managed Utrecht, Bayern Munich's reserves and Go Ahead Eagles. Don't forget though, this is the first time ever that Ten Hag is managing in the Premier League. And let me put into the equation, Ten Hag's inheriting a lot of deadwood. Don't forget, Mitchell van der Gag and Steve McLaren are working alongside Ten Hag. Ten Hag is Man United's, 5th or 6th manager since Sir Alex Ferguson. He did attend Man United's final game against Crystal Palace at the end of last season. Ten Hag's first game is at home to Brighton on the opening day. Earlier on this year, it got officially announced that Ten Hag got appointed in as the new manager of Man United. He did replace Rangnick. Ten Hag's got a contract with Man United till 2025. There's an option to extend for the further year. Earlier on this year, Ralph Rangnick left Man United. So obviously it said that Rangnick would not take up the consultancy role. Rangnick did get appointed in as the new head coach of Austria. He did sign a 2-year deal. Ralph Rangnick was Manchester United's interim manager for around 5 months or so. He only enjoyed one transfer window as Man United's interim manager and unfortunately didn't get backed in this year's January transfer window. Rangnick, when he was the interim manager though, he made changes because he recommended Saz Chalenzin as a sports psychologist, he recommended Ewan Sharping as an assistant coach and analyst, and he recommended Chris Armisen as an assistant coach. And at one point, Ralph Rangnick was the head of sports and development at Lokomotiv Moscow. Last season, Man United enjoyed their worst ever Premier League season in terms of points. Man United finished on just 58 points. Last season, Man United finished 6th. Man United are in the Europa League for the upcoming season. As things stand, Man United have not won a trophy for 5 years. Nowhere near good enough to our standards. Man United have only won, 4 trophies in the last 10 years. Man United obviously won the FA Cup under Louis van Gaal, and Man United won 3 trophies under Jose Mourinho. So Mourinho did enjoy one good season at Man United. The last time Man United won the Premier League was back in 2013. That's almost 10 years ago. Man United have won 20 titles, 13 of them are Premier League titles. The managers that have gone since Sir Alex Ferguson, David Moyes got sacked after 10 months, was it, in charge? So he enjoyed a short managerial tenure. And then after that we had Louis van Gaal, sacked him after like 2 years. And after that Man United had Mourinho, sacked him after like 2.5 years. Then after that Manchester United had Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. He got sacked after almost 3 years in charge. Solskjaer got sacked in November last year. But despite him getting sacked last year, we all still adore Solskjaer because at the end of the day, he's still a legend of the club. And there was some positive to take from Solskjaer's managerial tenure because he did get Man United to semi-finals, got us to the Europa League final, and in Solskjaer's first full season he got us a 3rd place finish, and in his second full season got us a 2nd place finish. We didn't win anything though under Ole. And Solskjaer spent quite a bit of money when he was the United manager. He spent over 300 million was it? He brought a good 14-15 players in, also got rid of a lot of players as well. And after Solskjaer had Rangnick, and like I said earlier on in the video, he left earlier on this year. Like I say, I hate the way the football club has been run for a long time. The Glazers have been one of the biggest issues at the club for a long time. Not so long ago, the Glazers taken 11 million out for dividends. And for a while, the vast majority of Man United fans were protesting against the Glazers. You know, the Glazers have owned Manchester United for around 17 years. They bought the club for around 500 million back in 2005. Well, not so long ago, Richard Arnold, spoke to some Man United fans in his local pub in order to stop protests against the Glazers. And I've already gone through with you, some of the things that Arnold had mentioned. He said that, money's been burnt away in the last 5 years. He spoke about Man United's pursuit of Frankie Dion, and he said last season was a nightmare. And he said that...
You have an ham sandwich?
No.
Have you had some?
Yeah, I had some at work. And he said money's there to spend this summer. So there are quite a few of the things he mentioned. I think Richard Arnold replaced Ed Woodward back in February. So alright guys, that's everything to update you with. Drop your comments, likes below on the channel if you do. Consider subscribe as always, and take care. God bless, and I'll see you all again very, very soon.